inspired me to pursue music was I always liked music as a kid. I always listened to it. I always played like Guitar Hero or something like that. So I was really interested in that type of stuff.
I guess music itself. I mean, it's just fun to listen to and play it.
Well, just I've always been a fan of music.
I mostly play the bass.
I play guitar.
I'm a drummer. I play drums.
The reason I started playing bass was I listened to a lot of Metallica. I liked the bass in like some of their early albums, so I wanted to get a bass. But I got a guitar, sadly, instead of a bass at the time, because my now drummer, he was the guitarist before. He sold me a guitar for like $100 he made, and then I started playing bass once I got the money to play it, and now that's all I play.
I'd say Metallica is the start, and it was inspiring. I always liked the sound of the drums, but I could never play the drums because it was too loud. Until I got my own place, then I could have my own drum set.
Other guitar players, I mean, just watching them play, it's just really fun and just interesting to watch them. Probably Kirk Hammett, Buckethead, the guy from Animals as Leaders. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I have a few. One of them, I would say, actually I got quite a bit. I'll start from Metallica. I'd say James Hetfield on guitar, but for drummers, I'd say I like Danny Carey from Tool. I liked Brian Daylor from Mastodon, and I could list like 20 more, but you get the idea.
Yeah, I have a few actually. And I just said Metallica, Cliff Burton from Metallica, Les Claypool from Primus, Geddy Lee from Rush. I like a lot of those people.
Just their skill and the sounds they can make, what they do with the instrument is just amazing.
Their whole sound, their whole talent.
I really like how they made the bass stand out, where you could actually hear it in the mix. A lot of bands have the bass kind of mixed down, not really heard. And they actually took it as a leading instrument in their musical projects.
Being a young musician has an extraordinary amount of enlightenments to the experience, but there are also some shining drawbacks to being a young musician.
Some of our reservations would probably be not enough support from peers. Like a lot of my family has kind of given me crap for some of the music I want to play. Another one would probably be how the industry is going itself, I'd say.
Probably just the stigma around metal music, I guess. I mean, a lot of people just think it's going to be like really angry or something. They think something's going to happen. I don't really know how to explain that.
I would say lack of gigs, just exposure a little bit. It's kind of tough. Oh, they all think they're gonna make a bunch of money right away. Just no one's gonna pay you money if you're an unknown band.
Misconceptions that a lot of them have are that you make a lot of money.
They think they're just gonna make it big all of a sudden. A lot of mainstream artists like hit it big with a single, and that pretty much takes off their whole career. But smaller bands, it doesn't really happen like that. It takes a lot of work.
According to the NAMM Foundation, young musicians found that, quote, making music provides the freedom for teens to just be themselves, to be different, to be something they thought they could never be, unquote. For many young artists, it is a passion worth the struggles. According to Digital Music News, the service had paid 1.62 cents per day. To meet the monthly minimum wage amount in the U.S., an artist would need 77,474 total plays. Imagine being a business and you need to advertise a lot with shows, merchandise, and all the necessities that help to keep the band alive. Playing live will help bands and artists grow and get exposure. Streaming has taken the main market for the money an artist makes in their career. This causes a lot of artists to constantly tour to make up for a loss of some of the revenue.
No. Most of the time it's just tips or if the venue plays, but a lot of the time it's us buying our own gear or paying gas money to get there and all that.
Not at all, because we have traveled, from Cadillac to Holton Lake, trying to play some bars, and they won't even give you a cent. So, and even it's not even worth it for the support. Like, some people they're not even there. We had like 2 people at some because they just left. Like, they weren't there. And then some actually do make some money, like parties, but not most of the time.
Typically, no. But you're doing it to get exposure at first, and you're trying to get yourself out there.
According to Goodwater Capital, from 2011 to 2017, the streaming category grew from 9% of revenue to 72% of revenue. Streaming services have killed some of the artists' revenue made in the industry. The amount of piracy involving music rose, with 73.9 billion visits to music piracy sites made worldwide.
Event managers, well, it's kind of like iffy. Some of them are pretty cool, but some of them you have to play by their rules. Like, you have to bring in your own. You can't bring in your own drums, or if they want you to use their equipment.
Just the rules they set. Like, you have to play their instruments or their equipment.
It really depends. Like, some of the event management, like, we've had some bad sound, bad setup. We were just forced on stage with no tuning.
Artists having their music stolen steals from their income. While there are a lot of glaring problems with the music industry, fresh artists need to push through the hardships of digging into the business side of music.
Music is fun to play live. It's a lot of fun to make, a lot of fun to play. Yeah, that's really the big thing.
I just have fun doing it, so it's not that hard for me.
Fun. I mean, music inspires me, and I want to play music that inspires people, I guess. Don't give up, just keep going. It'll get better.
I'd say to keep focused, don't lose your goals in sight. And times will be hard, but if you keep going with it, it'll eventually reward you.
Future advice I'd give to musicians would probably be to keep going, play live, and don't stop even if you don't make money. It's fun, and you shouldn't care about the money as much.
But it literally came from writing a song a day, or 2 songs a day, or 5 songs a day, and just getting all these songs out of me.
Well, here's the secret. There are 2 things that you have to do. One of them is to not stop, and the other one is to keep going.
What would you tell 4 guys in a garage that had a good batch of songs? What would you tell them to do today?
Go play live.
Overall, while the going may be tough, a young artist should keep playing their hearts out for themselves. Do not play music for the money, but play it for the soul.